Peter Dutton, the opposition leader, is speaking, of course, ahead of or after that no campaign and the protesters yesterday in South Australia, but also talking about energy. Let's listen in.
At the moment, but there's no more important message for the Prime Minister to hear than families who are struggling, pensioners who are struggling, people who are unemployed, and there are a lot of Australians who are working at the moment probably more hours than they ever have, but they still can't balance their budget. They still can't afford to pay the bills. And they're the families that I want the Prime Minister to be focusing on, because I think at the moment the Prime Minister's focus is elsewhere, and it's not on families and businesses who are most in need. There are a lot of small businesses across this region and indeed across the country who just can't afford to pay their bills either. They're facing an increase in their electricity bills, their gas bills. Their wage costs are going up, the input costs into their business continue to go up. So it's families, but it's also small businesses who are really hurting under Labor at the moment. So it's good to be here with Sarah Henderson. I just want to say thank you to Sarah for the incredible work that she does in her local community. She's passionate about this area, having been a local member for a long period of time. She has a sense of what's happening on the ground, and you see that in her interactions here today as well. So I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to take any questions.
Mr. Dutton, is nuclear to the expensive cost of energy?
Well, again, I just think if you look at a region like Ontario, they have 60% of nuclear power there, the new age nuclear power. It firms up renewables, and they're paying half the electricity bills that Victorians are or that Australians are. If Canada can do it, if France can do it, if the United States can do it, if the United Kingdom and elsewhere can do it, why can't Australia? I don't understand Mr. Bowen's obsession against nuclear when Bill Gates and others are fully in favour of it, and it's zero emissions. I don't believe for a moment that Labor can get to zero emissions by 2050 with their current energy mix. There's no way in the world, and they want you to believe that batteries can work. I wish and hope and pray that they could store the energy that we want them to store, but the latest battery installed in South Australia by AGL at a cost of $190 million lasts for 1 hour. Now, if we get a period of rain or the wind's not blowing, the cold rooms in this facility here shut down without a baseload energy. And if they're going to turn off coal and they're going to turn off gas, then what will keep the cold rooms running here? What will keep the cold rooms at local IGA or the butcher running? Or what keeps your freezer at home, your deep freezer at home running? The government just hasn't got any answers for this. And
that's where we leave Peter Dutton. He is in Ocean Grove in Victoria.